After their steamy rendezvous in a carriage, Colin Bridgerton proposes to Penelope Featherington. They have been friends since childhood, but now Colin realizes that he has romantic feelings for Penelope and wants to spend his life with her.
Your family will see me.
For God's sake, Penelope Featherington, are you going to marry me or not?
Penelope agrees to become Colin's wife, and they hurry to tell the news to Colin's family.
We are engaged.
His relatives are very happy for them and support Penelope and Colin's decision. Everyone except Eloise, Colin's sister and Penelope's former best friend.
We've known Penelope for all these years, and now she'll be my sister. Excuse me.
When Eloise found out about Penelope's secret identity of Lady Whistledown, it ruined their friendship.
Eloise, does he know that you are Whistledown?
Now, Penelope is going to become part of Eloise's family, and it pisses Eloise off.
You cannot marry him!
When they are alone, Eloise threatens to tell Colin the truth about Lady Whistledown if Penelope doesn't do it herself.
And until he knows the real you, he cannot possibly love you.
After Colin tells Penelope's mother about their engagement, he takes Penelope to their future house.
Your daughter did not entrap me. I proposed to her out of love, nothing less.
There, they get a chance to talk about their feelings in private.
No one has ever stood up for me like that.
I will always stand up for you, because I love you, Pen.
Colin can't take his eyes off Penelope and tells her how beautiful she is. Although they are not married yet, Colin and Penelope can't wait anymore and decide to make love.
You must tell me to stop if you do not wish for this.
I do not wish for you to stop.
It is Penelope's first time, and Colin intends to make it worth remembering.
Lie down. You are so beautiful.
He tries to be gentle and sweet, and Penelope appreciates that.
There is nothing that compares to this.
Colin and Penelope throw an engagement party, but Eloise threatens to ruin it by revealing Penelope's secret. When Penelope is almost ready to tell Colin the truth, her old enemy Cressida suddenly confesses to being Lady Whistledown in front of everyone.
I am she.
After Cressida's fake confession, Penelope faints. She doesn't know what to do about the situation, since everybody believes Cressida.
She is hellborn.
I think she is a genius. I cannot wait for her next issue.
Even the Queen shows interest in this arrogant gossip girl. Penelope thinks about how to prove to everybody that Cressida is a liar, but now she has more important problems to deal with.
Pen,
Colin.
you well? I've been worried.
For example, keeping her secret safe from Colin, who wants to know everything about his bride. The next day, Colin visits Penelope and gives her an amazing engagement ring.
Oh, Colin is beautiful.
And yet still only half as beautiful as you.
Penelope is happy that Colin is such a romantic and thoughtful gentleman, but something still bothers her. How will she hide her unusual hobby when they start living together? Meanwhile, Colin is happy that Lady Whistledown is finally caught. Eloise sees how deeply Colin loves Penelope and can't get the courage to tell him the truth.
You have been so angry with Whistledown. What will you do?
She talks to Penelope, and it seems like they are finally almost ready to reconcile. Penelope doubts whether she should continue writing under Lady Whistledown's name, but her mother interrupts her. She advises Penelope to spend her time admiring and supporting her husband instead of pursuing her own dreams.
Your duty is to make Mr. Bridgerton feel as if he is the most important person in the world.
At first, Penelope thinks that her mother is right and that she has to do anything to become a perfect wife. But then, Penelope changes her mind and decides to seek justice. Lady Whistledown is a power, and Penelope can't just give it to Cressida.
Eloise, breathe. We have created a monster, Pen.
She writes under the Lady Whistledown's name again, but Colin catches her and learns about her secret identity.
You are Lady Whistledown.
Of course, Colin gets furious and lashes out at Penelope.
Colin, please.
I knew something was wrong, as if I was undeserving of your love, but you are the one that is at fault.
Lady Whistledown wrote so many mean things about him and his family, and now he knows that Penelope was behind all of this.
I will never forgive you.
They have a fight, and Colin leaves her. The next day, Penelope and Cressida's papers get published at the same time, and the Queen sees that Cressida lied about being Lady Whistledown. Penelope's mother is super excited about Penelope's upcoming wedding and wants to throw a huge celebration. Penelope tells Eloise about what happened, but Eloise can't help her to reconcile with Colin.
How is his condition?
He's furious.
At home, Colin reveals that Eloise knew about Penelope's secret and becomes even angrier than before.
You should have told me yourself.
And you should have told me you were in love with my best friend before you tripped into the drawing room engaged.
When he meets Penelope, he tells her that he won't cancel the wedding, but he doesn't know what their marriage will be like.
I did not mean to entrap you, Colin. I love you.
The night before the wedding, Colin gets drunk with his brothers. He meets Penelope again, and they argue once more. When Penelope says that she loves him, Colin kisses her again.
Colin, I love you!
He loves her too and wants them to be happy together. In the morning, everyone gathers at Colin and Penelope's wedding. In her wedding dress, Penelope looks stunning, and Colin is happy to make her his wife. While dancing at the celebration, Penelope and Colin forget about all their fights and arguments. However, the celebration is ruined when the Queen shows up at the wedding and demands to reveal Lady Whistledown's identity within a day. The situation becomes dangerous, and Colin begs Penelope to give up her dream and stop writing her pamphlets.
I cannot accept that.
I am Whistledown. I will not change that.
I shall sleep on the sofa tonight.
However, Penelope and Colin spend their wedding night in separate rooms.
You do not have to leave.
I wish to.
Cressida has revealed her secret and starts blackmailing Penelope right in front of Penelope's mother. Although her mother tells her to stay quiet and just pay Cressida, Penelope wants to be honest with Colin and tell him everything.
I must tell Colin.
When Colin finds out, he freaks out but quickly goes berserk. He isn't going to cower to Cressida or pay her a penny.
And I will not stand for anyone blackmailing my wife.
Well, that is certainly a relief to hear.
He leaves Penelope with Eloise and goes to talk to Cressida alone. He tries to reason with her and explain that she is making a huge mistake, but Cressida doesn't listen. Even worse, she doubles her demands and wants to fix her reputation through Lady Whistledown's pamphlets.
You have until the Dankworth Finch ball to pay me. Or the following morning. I will tell everyone.
Colin returns to Penelope and admits that he failed the task. Now they need a new plan on how to defeat Cressida and save Penelope's secret. During the wedding of Colin's sister Francesca, Penelope sees his happy family and makes her decision. She can't lie about Lady Whistledown anymore, and she doesn't need Colin to save her. She just needs his love and support.
Then how am I meant to help you?
By loving me.
Penelope arranges a big ball and invites the Queen, promising to impress her. At the ball, she makes a speech and publicly confesses to being Lady Whistledown. To her own surprise, the Queen is not angry at all. She allows Penelope to keep writing and says that the world would be a boring place without good gossip.
Now, Barney! The bugs!
Eventually, Colin realizes that his wife is a great writer and he has to be proud of her.
Will you please do me the honor of joining me on the dance floor, Mrs. Bridgerton?
They reconcile, and Penelope decides to write under her own name from now on.